What's up, Whittier?
Welcome to What's Up, Whittier, a homegrown podcast.
A podcast to showcase Whittier's businesses, personalities, and hidden treasures.
Hey guys, producer Christine here with this week's Community Corkboard announcements. This week's Community Corkboard announcements is brought to you by the Collab Inc. Come to the Collab Inc. where you can co-work with your community and collaborate. You can find more information at thecollabinc.com. Check out all of their social media at _collab_inc on Instagram and at the Collab Inc. on Facebook. So again, if you want any more information, please reach out to the social media and you're able to get a free tour of the space. So we are very grateful for the collab and we hope you'll enjoy it too. Check it out, thecollabinc.com. Our next Community Corkboard sponsor is Zen's Tea House. Go to zenstea.com where you can learn more about the teas available from Zen's Tea House. You can go to visit Zen's Tea House every Friday at the farmers market from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. So what I like to do is I like to go to zenstea.com and I just like to look at the different teas, right? So right now I found the organic Dream of Flowers tea. Looks like it's about $1.50, which that's a deal. So it says here that the origin is from Egypt, France, India. Nighttime tea, rejuvenating and restful sleep, and a stomach soothing agent. It says here, #1 blend for sleepless nights. Our Dreams of Flower blend contains a perfectly balanced mixture of sedative herbs and flowers. This mix of Egyptian honey chamomile, rose petals, French lavender, and tulsi give every cup a sweet and spiced floral aroma and flavor. The ingredients are organic lavender, organic chamomile, organic rose petals, and organic tulsi, aka holy basil. So if you'd like for Zen's Tea House to customize a blend specifically for you, please send them an email at info@zenstea.com. Alright guys, so that's really cool. I didn't know that. I just saw that right now. So if you want a customized tea blend, definitely contact info@zenstea.com. If you'd like more information, I'm sure you can visit their website, zenstea.com, or visit them every Friday at the Uptown Farmers Market from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now back to the announcements. Alright guys, I think you still have time to sign up for October 27th, the Whittier SPOOKTACULAR 5K. It starts tomorrow, October 27th at 6 in the morning. So make sure you get there, you register. You can go to www.whittier5k.com. And special shout out to Greg Alanese, who's the Director of Parks and Recreation Community Services for the City of Whittier, and he's also the chair of the Whittier 5K, which is put on by the Whittier Community Foundation. If you want more information on that, check back in our episode that we did with the Whittier Community Foundation, where we discussed that and also, what the fundraiser is for, and it's for a great cause for the firefighter tribute statue. And if you haven't gotten your fill of Halloween yet, at 3 o'clock, head on over to Uptown Whittier. Yes, on the same day, October 27th, head on over to the Grassy Lawn in Uptown from 3 to 6, and you can enter into a costume contest. There will be crafts for kids. It'll be a great afternoon, free candy everywhere. It'll be a great time to spend with your family. Alright people, you know how I use the sustainability newsletter for so many of these wonderful events? Sometimes people tell me, or I look into the newsletter, which I feel is a very trusted source. I know the editor-in-chief, shout out to Megan Hobza. I just want to let you know that Megan and Sustainable City have created this Whittier Votes initiative. They want to activate 4,000 inactive voters in the city of Whittier, and I think it's so great. You guys know me, I hope, and you know that I'm all about voting, and I'm all about people registering to vote and early registration and stuff like that. So for more information, you can go to their Whittier Votes ballot party. So if you get a vote by mail ballot and you don't know who to vote for, but you feel that maybe you can get to meet these people and you trust their opinions because they've done the research for you, and you can ask them questions about it. Well, if you're really curious, for the next 2 Saturdays on October 27th and November 3rd at Sage Restaurant in Uptown, at 3 p.m., you can bring in your vote-by-mail ballot, and they will take a nonpartisan walk through the candidates and the measures. Nonpartisan meaning that they're not hitting you from the Democratic side, the liberal side, or the conservative Republican side, right? So they're just going to talk to you about the facts. So again, it's free to attend. Just make sure that you register, and I'll put the link below in the description. It includes light refreshments and a craft corner for the kids. Also, you'll have the opportunity to meet VIP guest State Senator Vanessa Delgado. I don't know if you recall, but we actually had to have a special election for this race for state senator with Vanessa Delgado and Rita Topalian. And I believe that Vanessa Delgado did win, so she's going to be the senator for the next few months, and then we'll see how this election affects the outcome of that. And if you're looking for something to do with your kids Wednesday, October 31st at 6 p.m., go to the Whittier Museum for trick-or-treating at the museum. Walk the transformed halls of the Whittier Museum and encounter surprising figures hidden behind the museum corridors and amazing sights. It is going to be a fun and a safe night for the kids. So again, it is at the Whittier Museum, 6755 Newlin Avenue, Whittier, California, 90601, and it is a free event for the whole family. Alright, so now we've conquered Halloween, we've finished, voting. What's coming up next? Oh yeah, there's Thanksgiving, so that's awesome. And I do know about some upcoming Thanksgiving drives, so once I get those dates, I'll put them on the podcast, and you guys will be able to contribute and help support these families in Whittier in need. But for now, I have Social Media Sunday. So do you guys know what Social Media Sunday is? If not, definitely give their account a follow. It was created by Jenny and Pedro Villa from We Are Whittier. Give them a follow at We Are Whittier. And follow their account at Whittier SMS. So there will be a Social Media Sunday marketplace. So all these accounts that you see on Instagram that don't have brick and mortars, well, you'll be able to meet them in real life on Sunday, November 25th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Gon's Decorations, 12031 Philadelphia Street. So again, if you want, I do believe that all of their booths are sold out. What's Up Whittier will be there. We are so grateful to be able to have an opportunity to have the booth there. Thank you so much, Pedro and Jenny. If you want more information, just send them a DM. They're really awesome. We were recording an episode with Pedro and Jenny, and, they're answering all the messages. So they're really dedicated, and they really want to support you guys if you have a small business or anything like that. So we hope to see you there at Social Media Marketplace, and we hope you guys will become more active with your Instagrams and stuff, right? Very cool. After Thanksgiving, what comes next? Well, let's start the holiday season. Why not? Join the Whittier Uptown Association as they put on their Uptown Whittier Holiday Sonata. So this time it's going to be on 2 nights. It's going to be Friday, November 30th and Saturday, December 1st at 6 p.m. The reason why it's going to be on 2 nights is so you have an opportunity to see Santa on 2 nights. Last year, there were so many people that some people didn't get to see Santa, which is really unfortunate, or they didn't get to ride in the horse-drawn carriage, or they didn't get to go on the Starline City tour bus. Well, this year you'll be able to experience that 2 nights in a row. There will be a vendor market on the grassy lot Saturday, December 1st. Again, this will be in Uptown Whittier, so you can park in the parking structure wherever, as long as you hit the main drag on Greenleaf between Philadelphia and Bailey. That's where actually all of Uptown, now that I think about it, because it goes all the way to Hadley. The Santa's Village is going to be by Sage, and then there's the marketplace, which is in the grassy lot, and then there are 3 or 4 different stations, I believe, where the horses will pick you up. So it'll be a really great time. Get out there for the holiday sonata, and if you have not had enough Christmas by that time, on Saturday, December 8th, join the Uptown Whittier Association for the Christmas Parade. I love the Christmas Parade. It's one of my favorite events of the entire year. And What's Up Whittier is actually going to be doing something special for the Christmas Parade. So stay tuned, and hopefully we'll see you out there Saturday, December 8th at 10 a.m. in Uptown Whittier. Alright, party people, looks like that's all I have this week for your Community Corkboard announcements. Your Community Corkboard announcements, again, were provided to you by The Collab Inc. Visit them at the_collab_inc and go to thecollabinc.com. We also have Zen's Tea House. Visit them at zenstea.com and check out all of their social media at Zen's Tea House. And don't forget to follow What's Up Whittier. Follow us on Instagram. Check out the Twitter, What's Up 562. Check out the Facebook for sure, What's Up Whittier. Also, give our hosts a follow. Check out Remo the Realtor at Remo the Realtor on everything. The other day, I got locked out of the Nixon building because, I don't know if you know, you need a code to enter in the evening, and I left my phone upstairs in Jesse's office, and I had no way of getting in contact with Remo and Jesse. I don't know their numbers. I'm outside. It's the evening. I see this lovely stranger. Shout out to Catherine. Catherine, if you ended up listening to the podcast, shout out to you. And I asked her if she could Google Remo the Realtor, and I said, okay, the phone number is 562-762, and I don't know the rest. And she found the number, and she called him, and I got to go upstairs. So, yeah, so that's how easy it is to get contact with Remo the Realtor. Just Google his stuff, and then maybe he'll give you a quote on your house, or let him know if you want to buy a house, upgrade your house, whatever. He'll be sure to help you. And I did the same thing for Jessie J2 Architect, but his phone was on silent because he's a really great host, and he was already ready to go, so he didn't hear the phone ring. But you can still follow him the same way. Just Google it, J2 Architects. Go to j2architects.com, at J2 Architects, or anything like that. You can follow me, producer Christine, at The Singing Moon. If you Google me, maybe my website will come up, and you can probably send me an email. That'll be cool. But if you have any other questions, you can send it to Christine at whatsupwhittier.com. Have anything else you'd like us to feature in the community corkboard announcements? Send it over to us. You can tag us in it on Instagram, and you can do email, communitycorkboard at whatsupwhittier.com. And if you have any other questions, just let us know. All right, guys, this is a really fun episode. Take it away, Jessie and Remo.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Whittier? What's up, Instagram Whittier? What's up, everybody?
Hi, guys.
So, Remo, actually, before we start, I think we should, for all our listeners, if you could please help us subscribe to the What's Up Whittier. What is it?
Podbean,
iTunes.
Well, we're on Spotify now.
Spotify.
That's right.
We're on Spotify.
Yeah.
So if you guys could hit that subscribe button. The reason why you want to subscribe is you're not going to get any spam email or messages. It's really just
we don't have anyone to send those.
That's right.
Those out.
It's just more so you could get the latest episode. You get it right away. It doesn't notify you, but it just kind of puts it in your queue. So whenever you're ready to listen to a podcast, whether you're driving or running or working out, it's ready for you to listen. So we encourage you to hit that subscribe button. And that's all you have to do, right? You just hit the subscribe button. There's nothing you got to fill out. It's just saying, hey, I want to get fresh content and stay up to date. And it'll help us because what it'll do is we know how many subscribers we have, and it'll give us a range on how we need to.
And the podcast is over.
Yeah. Anyways, so we encourage you to hit that subscribe button. I've done it. Have you done it, Remo?
I'm doing it right now, Jesse.
Oh, come on, man. We're gonna give you the I subscribe button.
Yeah.
Kind of like I voted.
I'll wear it on my T-shirt.
There you go.
Awesome. Well,
So
thanks
Remo-
for all the housekeeping, Jesse.
Yeah. And the restrooms are located.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, the reason why I brought that up was because this week was actually International Podcasting Day. If you did not know that existed, it exists.
Yes, I saw our post on our Instagram.
And everybody that I follow was pretty much kind of saying, hey guys, happy International Podcast Day, and subscribe. And it's true. I subscribe to my favorite channels, and it's really cool because now they're on the queue. So, anyways,
Jesse, who do we have today, Jesse? We have
so
a special
today,
guest.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jesse. I don't mean to interrupt your half-hour commercial.
Special guest. Today we have Fernando Lopez
Yes.
with the Zen's Tea House.
Zen's Tea House.
There you go. Welcome.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
So for
Go ahead. So tell us, Fernando, what is the Zen Tea House?
Well, it's easier to start off by saying that I'm a Whittier local. I grew up in the city of Whittier. Went to MUSEUMWho, East Whittier Middle School. I spent 1 year at St. Paul High School, and then I went to Cal High. And I graduated from there, and I opened up a book on military jobs, and I was like, sweet, this sounds legit. So I joined the day I turned 18. I left to join the Navy. I served 5 years. I came back with the full intention on going back in the military. In fact, there's a news article, Whittier Daily News, about me starting this company, Zen's Tea House, and we were creating jobs. I had started at the local farmers market in Downey, and we sold out for like 5-6 weeks in a row, something like that. And I was like, man, this is a really good business. We're making money. It's cash money. So I needed some more employees. And the concept was I'm going to school to get my degree and to return back to the military. I love the military. It's a different type of lifestyle for different types of people. I loved it. And so I didn't like the idea of going to school. By the way, I went to Whittier College. Yeah. Went to Whittier College, and I did not want to work at a local business only for a couple of years because I knew they would never promote me. You know, who's going to invest time and energy and money into an employee who's only just going to leave after 2-3 years? At least at any good, you know, up-and-coming job. That was my mindset at 23. And so I was 23, and I started this part-time job, and it turned into a good business. We did over $100,000 our first year. 4 years later, we did over $1 million in sales. We're on our 6th year in business. And it's that's Zen's Tea House, how it started. And currently you can look it up. We got a YouTube channel. Got social media as well. Hashtag Kathy. Kathy's, she runs the Instagram social media. So I'm going to make sure she subscribes. You know, I got to make sure she subscribes. Support our local home podcast.
She's going to have to listen to Jessie telling her.
Yes.
There you go. I'll warn her. Jessie said.
Yes.
So that's Zen's Tea House and how it started. But, that's the business. And, you know.
So when you got out of the military, what led you into the world of teas? Like, did something happen, or did you know, what's the story behind this type of business for you?
Yeah, it's just business, man. That's it. So after I got out of the military, while I was on my way out, I had saved up about $30,000. So I did 4 deployments in 5 years. 3 to the Persian Gulf. So I wanted to have a little part-time job. That was it. So what did I have to offer? What were my strengths? I had no business experience, but what I did have is travel. I was well-traveled. Navy pays you to do a lot of things, and sometimes if you're fortunate enough, you travel. So I'd been over, I think it was like 11 different countries while I was in the military. And so I thought, well, I'll start a company that specializes in drinks from around the world. So this is why you got that logo. I actually drew that up. I think it was like on a receipt, on the back of a receipt. I just drew the idea. I wanted it was a tea house, but it wasn't it wasn't going to sell tea, and it wasn't going to be a cafe. I was going to be a broker. I was going to be like an international Bevmo, but without the alcohol. And I thought then that was it. But then, so what do you start with? What's the cheapest, easiest drink to get that's internationally known? Tea. And from tea went to herbs. From herbs it was to botanical medicine. And now botanical medicine, you got, you know, CBDs and specialty herbs that, you know, people can use appropriately or they can use misappropriately. Just like pharmaceutical drugs, you know, this is botanical medicine. And that's what Zen's Tea House does. It's not really, we don't compete with Lipton or Tivana, you know. It's a herbal medicine. Yeah.
But what, I mean, how did the idea to start with tea, like was it something that you enjoyed drinking, or you were taking it for a certain like ailment or something like that, or
no, man, no, it was
just out of nowhere.
It was like I wanted to do drinks from around the world. That was it, and so tea was it. There was nothing Zen
so
about it.
So no experience on tea drinking.
You weren't like a tea connoisseur that you kept going to the places that like their tea, and then that came up.
Man, not at all, dude.
Well, that's interesting.
I mean, things changed over the years. You know, you got to know your field. But if you asked me about tea, I was like, hot or cold.
Yeah, that's what most people's experience. So that's why coming out of the military to have such a desire to do something like this, I would think that there's a story behind it other than just business.
It's just business. Hey, you know what all my employees say when I'm hiring them or when I'm letting them go, man? It's, hey, this is just business.
Hi, Rose Rieslein here, owner of the Collab Inc. We are located in the heart of Uptown, 6709 Greenleaf Avenue. We're a collaborative co-working space, the first one here in Whittier. We have undedicated workspace, private cubicles, conference room, and private offices coming soon. We also will be hosting networking events and business development workshops. So we're super excited to have our professionals and entrepreneurs come in here and co-work. _collab_inc for Instagram. And then on Facebook, we are the Collab Inc. You can find out what we're all about and see our schedule of events at thecollabinc.com. You can also learn about our membership prices, fee structures, daily rates, and event space rates. We are a 2-minute walk from our parking structure on Bright Avenue. Come sit with us.
You know, it's hard to run a business. You got to be very, very business about it. And I know a lot of really enthusiastic tea connoisseur lovers that their biggest strength is their weakness, is their desire to share the great news about tea. I went a little different route. I said, no, this is a business, and I'm going to use it, God willing, to help people. And so we changed it to helping people through the power of tea. That was the model, because we were creating jobs, and it was a market that had never really existed before. Now you go farmers markets. Farmers markets is where about 86% of our income comes from farmers markets and special events. But when I started in 2012, you know, everyone said, tea at farmers markets? Pfft, no, doesn't work. We've seen it happen. And I said, well, that may be true, but I'm going to try it out anyways. Yeah. And that's been my entrepreneurial background, is just trying out what other people say doesn't work. And you know, oftentimes I find out, it doesn't work because we don't sell tea at farmers markets. We sell botanical medicine. It's herbal remedies. That's what we do, you know, and that does sell well.
So explain to us what that difference is. I mean, we're talking about teas, but now we're talking about herbal medicine. Like, what's the distinction, and why would you take one over the other? Or
well, it's Hippocrates. What is some doctor from like Greek doctor from like the 2nd, 4th century BC? You could look it up. Hippocrates. He said, "Let your food be your medicine be your food." So tea could be your medicine. There are some people who swear that their daily Coca-Cola is their medicine. You know, I got to have my medicine.
That's probably me, yeah.
Yeah, I got to have it.
That sounded like Jessie.
It's true. It's like there's their medicine. But you can say the same thing with alcohol. Ooh, you know, it's
that's Remo.
You're talking to us.
Oh my gosh! It's like I got to have my cough medicine. You know, NyQuil.
That's Christine.
Christine. I don't know. But it's the idea that, you know, tea can be your medicine, but when you start putting sugar and spice and all that other stuff that's not so nice, then it's not really medicine. I mean, it's not medicinal. But there's some people who say, like, brownies, you know, these marijuana brownies are medicinal. Excuse my language. No, right. That's not medicinal. You're using it to get high. You know, but that's what people do. And so it's like, you know, whatever. Some people can use and abuse it. Teas and herbs. You can overdo your green tea.
Really?
So, you know, there's people who overdo coffee. There's caffeine. Caffeine from the coffee bean is different from the caffeine from the tea leaf, and the caffeine from the tea leaf is different from the energy drink for the Bull Monster whatever thing. And so that's kind of like puts tea in the right area. Now, as far as medicine goes, we don't grow anything. Zen's Tea House doesn't harvest the teas. I mean, it's cool because you can see on the photo that there's people. That's not Photoshop. There's people actually in the fields, and it's in Nilgiri, southern India. I've been to that plantation. These are people picking the teas, but it's not grown locally. The best medicine grows in your backyard. I'm not a physician. And if I was a medical physician, I'd probably lose my license by saying that, because the best medicine grows in your backyard. It's stuff that natural products, apples, aloe vera. You know, you guys are Latinos, right?
Yeah. Well,
he's Egyptian.
No, come on, man.
Egyptians have they're like the inventors of medicine, man.
His last name is Macias.
Macias?
That's my wife.
Dude. So yeah, Remo, like Egyptian medicine dates back 5-6 millennials, man. Yeah. So, I mean, most medicine, modern day medicine, originated from the Middle East. So, you know.
So I guess walk us through for example, you guys are here at the Whittier Farmers Market, right?
Yes.
Every Friday. What do you guys have there that's available for people to purchase?
Green tea, black tea, herbal teas. We have this tea called Golden Milk. I brought this for Miss Christine Singer Luna. It's called a Dr. Jen's blend.
Oh yeah, I saw that online.
What's it? What's so special about it?
Well,
Calling you out.
I'll tell you right now. It helps with hot flashes, cramping, and bloating, and female wellness.
Oh my gosh!
The origin of the herbs are from Croatia, Bulgaria, Egypt, and Chile.
Here we are at Zen's Tea House. Let me show you what we got. We have organics, we have tea tasting, we have manufacturing. But the truth is, it's our naturopathic doctors, our homeopathic doctors, and team of herbal specialists that are really behind the Zen's Tea House movement. If you'd like to learn more about what Zen's Tea House is really about, take a look at the website, www.zenstea.com.
So what do you have at the farmers market? So you have your traditional teas, and then is that it, or
well, we have quite a few. I think we have too many, honestly.
Yeah.
The more inventory on the shelf, the more that you gotta have storage for.
Well, for me, it's just about like when you walk into a place, and even like Starbucks, they have traditional teas, and they have like 5 or 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always like a game, like which one, a guessing game, right? Which one do you want today? Like, but I guess do you guys have one that sells the most or more frequently, or?
Right. Yeah, we do have some that are very popular. One of them is our oolong tea. We have a few oolongs. Peach oolong is one of the most popular ones because of the flavor. Personally, I think the best tea is water. Alkaline water, filtered water. Because remember, my main objective is not to selling tea. It's educating consumers. People, the last thing I want, and take this for the record, last thing I want is for someone to say, well, I have X, Y, and Z, and Zen's Tea House told me that if I took this, I would feel better. I'm like, no, honey. Sometimes you got to take whatever you learned, throw that out the door, and evaluate what is it you're consuming. Let medicine be your food, and food be your medicine. And most of us, we're a consumer nation. If you want this, just take it. Add more. Zen's Tea House is doing something countercultural. We tell people, hey, you know what? Maybe you should put down that soda or those Twinkies or whatever have you, because that might be the best medicine for you. Now, what do customers do? They're like, yeah, right. Give me that peach oolong. I just learned, this guy lost 50 pounds in a year just drinking this stuff. And it's true. It's for real true. But now they take the junk food off their plate and they add in their herbal remedies, their herbal teas. It's habitual. It's not just additional, They change out one habit for another.
Yeah.
And the best part about that is customers who do that, they feel better mentally, emotionally. They physically feel the existence. It's like when someone goes to the gym. I'm not just trying to sell gym memberships. I'm trying to get people to actually get into shape, develop a lifestyle. And
so what kind of programs or educational, classes that you guys provide to create this education?
So we rely heavily on physicians, medical physicians who know their stuff. We do we don't do podcasts anymore, but stuff like this, people who are listening say, "Man, this guy Fernando, I love his voice." Oh yeah, like no, but I really like what he's saying, and that is, what am I saying? That medicine should be my food, and food should be my medicine. And so it's just a change of concept. You can go online and you can find a bunch of things about how to lose weight, how to feel better, how to look sexy, and know it, There's a lot of information out there. Really, we're just bringing awareness to kind of adjust the lenses. But to answer your question, Jesse, because I don't think I did, is the medical physicians, we have doctors. We do YouTube videos, and just like the pamphlet that you're holding, we produce quite a bit of literature. We provide books and videos and resources, just letting people know like where they can find the information. We're not trying to rewrite the book or anything,
So how about at the farmer's market? Is there an educational piece at the farmer's market?
Yeah.
So when someone comes in and, like, say, I walk into or walk up to your area, and so I'm telling you I get bad headaches. Is there like an actual you should try this, you should try that, or is it more of this one, I want a peach tea, what do you have?
Well, we do get a lot of people who say stuff like that, but I would ask, okay, so why do you get headaches? Is it because you're not sleeping? Is it because you're listening to, rock and roll all day, every day?
Mm-hmm.
But we do have laminations on the table, health, educational content. And people read it and they're like, oh, wow, yeah, I'm doing that. I really need to change. Or, man, I had no idea that diet soda was bad for me. Aspartame? I thought aspartame was better than sugar. My butt. So that's the educational content. It's not like a simple here, take this. There's multiple dimensions when you're dealing with people, because some people will take it and run with it, and that's a real dangerous customer, because they're going to say, well, you know what? I read online that Dr. Jen's blend does hot flashes and cramping. And I'm like, no, Miss Singer Luna, you got to read.
Sorry, my bad.
It was formulated.
Formulated, yes.
By a doctor.
Dr. Jen.
Yeah, you can look her up.
Yeah.
I'm sure yeah.
So I guess going back to your medicines, or just not medicines, but the Zen's tea, and exactly what you guys do. So we got the teas, and then you got do you guys have herbal medicines, like actual?
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking at the brochure. It has like some kind of pictures of pills and stuff like that. Is that something you guys do, or?
Yeah. So I think it says Journal of Ethnography, or what does it say? Remo? Journal of Indigenous Herbs and Drugs. So psychiatrists, pharmacists, they have to take a class called ethnopharmacology. Ethno is like ethnicity. It's the local herbs that people use, like indigenous, the Native Americans, the ancient Egyptians. They use like anise flower or hibiscus and chamomile as medicine. And I think that universal healthcare ideally works if people care about their health enough to look into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right? I mean, we went to high school together.
Yeah.
We went to Cal High.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about business school?
Yeah, we talked about business earlier, Business Academy, yeah.
And it's great for people who want to learn about business. Remember, and I was like, she gave me this idea. I was like, man, that's easy. I just wrote out on a piece of paper. I said, you market here, you market there. You get these people to endorse you. You get each one of them paid $20. You already made a profit walking through the door. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? And I was like, this is easy. This is math. This is like logic. Why are you going to start a business and have the chance to fail? Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, the reason why Zen's House is successful is because of very little overhead. Farmers markets are very inexpensive. At least they were back when I started. There's quite a few. There's a saturation of them, but yeah.
How many farmer markets are you guys in?
We do about 50 a week.
50 a week.
Yeah, at the max we're doing 80 plus a week. But
what are some of the popular farmers markets around the area?
Yeah, we'll keep it local. Downey was our first one, Downey, California, on some Saturday. There's the Whittier Farmers Market. We're in Anaheim. We're at Baldwin Park, Kaiser, Alhambra, Sunday, Cerritos. Probably one of my favorites is obviously Whittier. But also Long Beach. Long Beach, I love the marina. I love the beach. So you go there on Sunday, on 2nd and the marina, and you get some fruits and vegetables, because that's what farmers markets are about. They're not about the tea, But people who eat fruits and vegetables, they're like,
drink tea.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Nice.
Did you know there was that many farmers markets?
I'm pretty sure, man. But I mean,
my God, I thought you were going to say 5, 7, but
5, 7 a day.
Yeah, how many people do you guys have that are attending? Not attending, but just
how many people on my payroll?
Yeah, yeah.
We have about. I think I just got rid of our manager. And remember, it's just business. About 30 people on payroll. We just hired someone. That's why I got here late. I was bringing someone. Such a nice guy. We have – so actually Google, look up on the Whittier Daily News on the news article, because that's how I got the Whittier Daily News. I was calling them up. It was so vain. I mean, just, narcissistic. Hey, I'm a Whittier guy. I'm a veteran. I'm a business owner. I'm trying to get this business, and I need more employees. Do an article on me. And then, like, after like 2 months, they finally got back to me, and I had the letter written. I don't know if I could say this or not, but I actually had it. I had the article written. You know, we did the interview and stuff. I said, "Here, there's your article." And they're like, "Fernando, thank you so much. We go through so many interviews. This makes it much simpler." And I was like, "Hey, if you ever want me to do it again, you know."
So you gave him the article to publish in a way?
Yeah. Come on, man.
That's a good business. I mean, for the writer, puts his name on it, and
yeah. Well, yeah. Anyways, this is business, you know. But it was all true. It was organic, and we actually had like 40 people apply. We finished with 6. I found out 4 out of the 6 of them, because it was packaging mostly, they had a registered IEP. They were diagnosed with a learning disability. So all these teas are hand packaged. They're hand assembled, which means it's very monotonous work.
Yeah.
I mean, McDonald's is monotonous, I'm sure, sometimes. You're just muscle memory. And you guys ever watch the movie Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was in the military. There's a lot of people just like Forrest Gump in the military, and they thrive. They do well. Zen's Tea House employs people that, you know, of that intellectual certain mindset of learning, you know. So this monotonous work, you know, most people, I know myself, I would just go crazy doing that for an hour, 2, 3 hours.
Let alone a whole career or 40 hours a week.
Man, well, that's what they do. I mean, most of the people, they're just hand doing it. And that's something that we don't advertise. I mean, we talk about it, but I feel it's almost like an exploitation if you say we employ people with special needs. You know, because the truth is they just learn differently, you know. Mm-hmm. They're people like anyone else, you know.
I wouldn't say it's exploitation. In fact, I'd say it's you're helping a specific community that doesn't have many options or opportunities elsewhere. You're giving them the opportunity. I wouldn't say it's exploitation.
Well, as a veteran, I get exploited 4 times a year. You know, I get exploited Veterans Day, Labor Day, Memorial Day, and 4th of July. Yeah.
Not Flag Day?
What are we, in Canada? No. But yeah, it's just that actually helped me out a lot. Working with people who are really dedicated. So it's not just salespeople. We have a whole list of people who work in the assembly line at the shop, more like a warehouse, and they're the hard workers. My job is just to make sure that the tea's ordered on time.
Nice.
And so there's a picture in here, and this is in Santa Fe Springs, and the picture that's on the brochure.
No, that's in India.
Wow. And what happens then in Santa Fe Springs? The address that's on there.
The tea gets shipped there. Yeah.
Got it.
The tea gets shipped there. And we do a bulk of the work there. Well, I don't know. I think growing the tea is pretty bulky work.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite tea that you drink on a daily basis, or?
No, I drink a lot of water. Water's what I prefer.
Yeah.
This is going to be my answer, you know. But I do like offering different herbs. One of them is that, you know, you mentioned Jesse's CBD oil, CBD infused teas and herbs. That's not a Zen's Tea House company. It's a separate company. I got to separate it for like legal purposes. And so, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. So can you talk about that and what that means? Like what CBD? What is CBD oil and how is it infused in the tea, and what kind of health benefits it has?
So I'm not a CBD expert. I wouldn't even say I'm a tea expert. But what we're doing is we're infusing cannabidiol oil, hemp-derived CBD or CBD isolate. I'm not sure. My buddy Kenny, he's my partner with that on that move. I'm working with 2 people, Kenny and Casino, and we started this company. And yeah, that's just I'm the one who kind of puts together the business structure, makes sure the money's in the bank and checks get paid, and manufacture and I produce the tea. But Casino and Kenny, mainly Kenny, he's really involved with the particular parts about it. I can't speak too much on that.
But you guys are up and running. I mean, that company is already packaging and distributing.
Yep. Yes.
Very nice. And where do they find that? It's also farmers markets? Or?
It's on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a website. Some government agency, put a little hold on it, a little block. And, yeah, this just complicates it, Anything marijuana-based, it's just there's rules and regulations and money involved. I mean, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. You guys drink, right? You guys drink alcohol?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much an alcohol license costs?
Yeah, tens of thousands easily.
30, 50,000.
BS. It shouldn't cost that much. But society, cities, unless you're in Vegas or something, make it really easy. Well, I don't even know about Vegas, but I know some neighborhoods and some cities, they make it really easy to buy alcohol. But then you have more conservative cities like Whittier, and I love Whittier. I'm conservative. You make it difficult for certain companies to do well. And that's not to explicitly attack any government or attack any industry. But I know that the CBD industry, marijuana industry, like I said, we don't sell tea. We sell health, herbal medicine. And people want to use and abuse alcohol, all power to them. Reap what you sow, You want to use and abuse marijuana, whatever. That's their thing. I don't like selling that stuff. I'm actually 6 years in recovery. But yeah, I don't drink. I don't do that. It's junk. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just got to be careful about that. You want to find more information, go on Instagram. It's the company's called MyCBT.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm like, is he gonna ask a question? So in terms of that CBT, is that something that's at the farmers market, or is it just you purchase it online?
It's at some farmers markets.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna have to swing by and pick that up.
Yeah, I'll hook you up, man.
There you go. All right, Fernando, anything else? I guess, is there anything you got coming up, obviously, other than the farmers market that you're there every Friday in Whittier? Do you got anything else that's coming up? Any events? Any announcements?
I want to say that I really like the collab. I like this homegrown podcast. I love business, and I very much enjoy participating in several businesses. I think I've started 8 or 9 different businesses, not including the MyCBT company. That's a separate business. So I only count real businesses when there's an exchange of money. Ideas come and fail all the time. So if people want to learn more about business and participate, just send me an email. I love working. Zen's Tea House is a great business, but it's one of many. And the idea is helping people through the power of tea. The reason why I can be here right now is because I have, a group of people who are working at the shop and at the markets. And, just, helping people. That's what I enjoy doing,
Nice.
Are the other businesses around the tea? Or they're different?
No.
Would like to share what those businesses are? Or maybe some of them?
Well, they're all pretty much health-based, but I'll tell you the different ones. I did a T-shirt company one. I did something like a podcast. It was called Treasured Legacies. You can Google it. You can't find it. It was a business where you convert people's stories into a book and you publish it. So I had a company called First Amendment Publishing Company. It's all it's all moving towards the idea of influence. If you can educate people, awesome. But if you don't have any influence, you're very limited, which is why you have to subscribe.
Yes.
So we can influence you.
Yeah. So that would be it.
Nice.
Okay.
And if you want any more information, you go on the website www.zenstea.com, ZENSTEA.com. Local guy, live in Whittier, Whittier College, Whittier High School. I didn't go to Whittier High School, but
so speaking of,
You went to California High School.
yeah, I went to Cal High.
Whittier High School.
2007 is when I graduated. I'm 29 years old. And
Your social security number, please?
which one?
So speaking of Whittier, what are some of your go-to spots if you want to grab a bite to eat or a non-water drink?
A non-water drink. Dude, I love the Beehive. I'm a health conscious guy. The Beehive, that's probably one of my favorite places to go. little pricey, but dude, the food is so worth it.
What's your favorite thing to get there?
The avocado burgers. Yeah.
Very nice. The Beehive is on Whittier next to El Pollo Loco?
No, it's across from Grocery Outlet.
Grocery Outlet, bar, market.
It's where,
exactly.
It's where Herbie's used to be.
Yeah, the old
Herbie's, that's
Herbie's.
right. They have the acai bowl. That's really good as well.
They do. My wife loves acai bowls.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, one veteran-owned business is it's called Blue Bowls.
Blue Bowls?
It's veteran-owned.
My
buddy T, he started the company with right after he got it. I think he was in the Army Reserves. He got back from Iraq or Afghanistan. He started that company. Best acai bowls, my wife will claim. Not Whittier business, but my wife will leave Whittier to go get it. It's called Blue Bowls.
What city is it in?
It's right next to the children. I think it's in Orange Children's Hospital. So Zen House does a bunch of hospitals. We're at CHLA today, Chalk, like 10 different Kaisers doing the farmers market stuff.
Nice.
So
very cool.
Now, if there was one thing in Whittier that was missing that you would like to see in the city of Whittier, what would that be?
If there's one thing that's missing, you mean like more tea?
more tea, more certain type of business.
You know what? This is going to be outside the box. More people being active in their community. I love people who show up and give. There's too many people who show up and say, give me, give me. And you know what I tell people like that? Oh, you give me, give me, give me. Well, you know what? You can go get a job somewhere else because I'm not going to give you a job. You know, and I'm a big advocate of being involved in your local community. That doesn't mean you have to show up to every city council. It doesn't mean you have to show up to every business meeting. It just means that you're active. Because if you're not active on the local level, I don't understand why people can be like so active, like on the presidential thing, when they don't even know who
the mayor is.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. That's like a past. I'm sorry, I'm calling out pastors. I'm in seminary school, so a lot of friends are pastors. Is someone saying like a pastor be like, well, you know, we got to reach the people in Malawi and these other countries and Timbuktu. And it's like, dude, you don't even know who your neighbor is. Come on, man. Yeah. And so that's something that I would like to see is just more local people showing up, you know, and giving, not taking. There's enough takers in this world, you know, and that's what I like about entrepreneurs. They don't take, and business people in general, you know, no, they give jobs, they create jobs. Yeah. And the crappy part is if you do good at it and you got too many employees, they start charging you more, you know.
Yeah. You don't sustain business unless you're continuing to create value.
Right. Education, that's how we do it.
So this is a new Whittier question, and I feel like, you know, I could ask you, what is one thing that you grew up with here in Whittier that you miss?
Skateland.
Oh, my God. I was thinking Skateland, and I was like, I wonder if he's going to say Skateland. Me too. Skateland was really fun. What's, like, one of your go-to memories about Skateland? For those who don't know what Skateland is, it's like a roller rink that we used to have
in
here.
Middle school, and, you know, girls were popular.
Go to the photo booth, take pictures?
I don't know. I just think I was young, dumb, and full of fun. But yeah, you know what I liked about that place is that it was communal. You know, you can go to the movie theater and be the only one and enjoy it. You try to go to an amusement park or the roller ring, something like that, and you're the only one. It's sad. Community, get out there.
All about the community.
I am.
Here, what's up, Whittier?
I actually did a podcast that with Ted Knowles about communal health.
Oh, really?
Ted, do you know who Ted Knowles is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a trip, man. I love that guy.
Very cool.
That's a good question to add to the mix.
Yeah, well, Fernando grew up here, so it's, you know, I think that's actually we should add that question. Now
actually, we're gonna ask the fourth question. Fernando, what secret do you have on Christine?
Why are you looking at me?
Oh man! I remember she dated a guy.
Oh yeah, right.
It's not me. Just, yeah.
I didn't date anybody in high school. I was a little loser.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not what I heard.
Okay.
I was just joking.
Whatever.
Word? No.
We're cutting all this out.
For reals?
No.
It's live streaming, right, via Instagram?
Nobody's, yeah.
Yeah, this stays in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Fernando, thanks for
Thanks
coming
so
on,
much.
man. Again, it's kind of cool that we have a company here that's actually going above and beyond.
The calling of the business.
Yeah, because you never hear that, man. You always hear, they're pushing a product or a specific, business.
Pushing water, man.
But,
Put some flavor in it, some
Yeah.
good stuff in it.
so,
Awesome.
yeah, thanks for coming on, man. And we'll put all your information on the show notes, so if people want to contact you or reach out to you, they can.
Just give them my email, not my phone number.
There you go. Again, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Whittier.
See you later, Whittier.
Bye.